everybody, JoPaddy here, and today I want to thank you for joining me on a little chit chat. Just talk about whatnots and whatevers, and I want to thank my new subscribers as well. Thank you for joining me, everybody. I'm just having my coffee when I came across this book. I'm actually trying to find some time for myself today. That's why I decided to turn the camera on, and I want to thank you guys for joining me and just talking today. So I came across this book that I had gotten a couple years ago. It's called Tiny Houses Built with Recycled Materials. Oh my gosh, you guys, I could totally live there. I want to do this one day. I'm sick of paying high rent and high mortgage and one of these. I'm looking at this, it's so cute. They got the neatest stuff in here. Anyway, I would just love that life. A little more financially free and feeling better. Look at that little Airstream. Isn't that kind of cool? Anyway, it's just dreaming. So I got the new bark box. I get one every month. And I was excited to show you guys this one. Because I'm not doing a review on it, whatever. I just want to show you guys this. It always comes with the background paper, whatever. And this is really cool this month because it's an artist box for your dog. And it's got this cutest little, look at that little artist guy with the paintbrush. I think it's a squirrel maybe or something. I don't know, but it's so cute. It's a squeaky. And then look at the palette. Little paint palette. That's so cute. And then it's got a little thing in here to take pictures. Like you can put a little frame and you can put your doggy's picture in there. Oh, it's just so cute, you guys. And then they got two different kinds of treats. And this is like the painting Starry Nights, and it's called Starry Bites. Isn't that adorable, y'all? And this one here is Surreally Good Treats. Surreally Good Treats. And Ari loves them. This is so good. So I'm going to pack this stuff up in here and then give that to her in a minute. She actually, the mailman came to the door. I think she knows it's for her. I don't know. Of course, I think every dog barks when the mailman comes. I don't know. All right, Ari, here. You want your little palette? You want your pink palette? Okay, now I was going to show you guys a couple things. I had ordered these from Australia, and they are opals. And they're really cool. I was going to put it in this white tray just to show you. I'm not sure what I want to do with them yet, but I thought I wanted to incorporate it in my paintings somehow. And I just put them on this white tray so you can kind of see a little bit. Look at that. Isn't that cool? They're so pretty. I don't know what I'm going to do or how I'm going to paint with them yet. If I'm going to break them up and put them in little chips and put them on top of my painting as if you would like a sparkle paint or something. I don't know. I have to think about it. I don't know. I think everything is paint to me. Everything looks like paint, you guys. I could watch a commercial and it looks like splattering paint, pouring paint, painting something. Oh, everything looks like paint. Even this morning when I was making St. Paddy's Day pancakes, I made green pancakes and then I put the butter on syrup on top. And the butter and the melted butter and the syrup actually looked like cells. Like I poured my pancake paint, you know. It was really weird. I'm going to attach a picture and I want you guys to see this, so check it out. Another thing I wanted to talk about, because I have some new guys here. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but sometimes I will on this kind of stuff. When you guys paint with Floetrol, and I've had it in a couple other videos, if you put some cheesecloth there between the lid and the bottle, you don't get that goop on anything. You don't get those little Floetrol boogers all over everything. So you still shake it up or whatever, but I just thought I'd tell you that. And then also the other day when I was out shopping around and just looking around the store, I had to get some things. I found this, and I haven't seen this before in the paint section, but it's a metallic superior coverage folk art. It's a rose gold. The number's 6101E. But it's so pretty in the bottle that when I had to get it. So, but when I got home and I poured it in here, pour a little in there and see what it looks like. It looks really pretty in here. Like I want to show you guys. That is such a really pretty rose gold. You guys, it's like really, really pretty. I don't know if you can capture what I can see here, but it's so pretty, you guys. All right, next I want to talk about glitter. So when I put glitter on my paints, I've noticed that when I put the glitter in my paints, it doesn't seem to pop out too much. Like, especially the Martha Stewart glitters. Now, I love the Martha Stewart glitter, but you know what? I think it's meant for a topical application. It's not meant to, you know, mix in with your paints. And I was reading it back here, and it says, you know, you could put it on glass and this and that, and it's talking about using your paintbrush for, you know, to put on top of stuff. But, and same with all the other ones. But then I did find that this one here, Folk Art Gold, it says gems in there. This is the only one, besides this one green, I'll show you that in a second, that actually pops through the paint, at least for me anyway. It just comes through the paint, you know. I don't know if it's because it's a gel or whatever, but it seems to like mix with the paint really, really well. So the emerald green actually does pop through my green paint. And I don't know why, because none of the other ones do, especially the Martha Stewart ones, but this folk art one does. But all the other ones talk about how you use a brush and you use it for topical paint to put on top, whatever. Let me put my hair back, y'all. It's getting in the camera. Excuse me. But this one here is the only one that I found, the Gems Gold, and I know that this is the one I was talking about that actually pops through the paint, and I can see the sparkles. But this is the only one on the back that doesn't say just for topical use. This one says, and I think it's because it's gel, but it says, colors may be intermixed. Let it dry before adding another coat if you like. So none of these other ones say the colors can be mixed. They all say use a paintbrush for topical use. This one doesn't say that. So maybe that's why it just shows up so well, because it's kind of jelly. It's like a little jelly, but it says gems. So if you guys really want some sparkle in your paints, get that gold Gems Folk Art, because that really works good. And then this too, the emerald green that I found by Folk Art, seems to show up pretty good when I mix it in my paints. The other thing I wanted to talk about was, now I liked primary elements because primary elements are really, really good pigments, and it holds its color. But the problem I'm having is I'm not understanding what happened. I had poured some primary elements in these little containers here because I was going to use them the next day and make a painting. And then I had gotten the flu and I got this back injury and I was down for a while and I didn't paint. So then 3 weeks later, I go to get the paints out, and this is the Primary Elements Gold. And look at this. After 3 weeks of sitting in here, you tell me that's gold? I mean, I labeled it and everything, so I know I've got the right thing. I mean, that just baffles me why that, I don't understand why that is brown like that. If anybody's got any answers for me, I mean, because it was a pigment, and primary elements are like #1 in my book, so I don't understand that. It's sat for 3 weeks, but my other paints that sit like that don't lose its color. It doesn't change color. It stays the same. Speaking of which, I think I'll put a lid on that rose gold so it don't dry out. Okay. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys that. I wanted to show you that because I'm in shock with that. I don't get it. All right, so the other thing is on pigments. I wanted to show you guys what I got. I ordered this. I got this on Amazon. It's called Silks. I've got an autumn leaf and a black ice. And this is really, really pretty in color. The black ice is like a navy blue, and it has little sparkles in it. I mean, if you guys don't have primary elements or don't use primary elements, this is already a liquid form, where primary elements are powder. And so this, it's ready to use. You take it right out of the jar. I don't know, let's see if you can see that. Let me put it on a stick. Let me get a stick, y'all. Hang on 1 second. There. Again, this one's called Black Ice, and it's a navy blue. And of course, you're going to want to mix, it's really thick. So you do want to mix your Floetrol or whatever you mix in it in yours. So, but here's what it looks like. It's really pretty. Let's see here, if you guys can see that. don't know if my camera's getting blurry on you or whatever, but it's so pretty. You can actually see the sparkles on there. It's called Black Ice, and it's a navy blue with the glitter inside there, and it's so pretty. I hope you guys can see that, because I'm kind of upside down today with my camera. So, and I can make a painting with it, because I do plan on using this in a near future part. Okay, and then this other one, let me get that paint off there. The autumn leaf, and this also, it's pre-mixed pigment. That's what the silks are. You just add your other stuff. And I've used some of this already. So that's like a really nice copper, but it has sparkles in it already. It's a brown coppery kind of paint, but it's so pretty, you guys. I hope you can see that. And really, I've been using it already, and it stays true to the color and form on some of my other paintings. I've used that. So it's so pretty. I really like it. Get that off the edges there. Okay, that one's Autumn Leaf. So it's Black Ice Autumn Leaf by Silks Acrylic Glaze. So if you guys get a chance to pick some of that up, go ahead and get it, because it's good stuff. And the other thing I wanted to show you was that I get these little boards because I don't always have time to do the painting that I want to paint. And sometimes I just want to do a demonstration or talk about something. So these are 98 cents at Walmart, and they're just really thin little wood boards, and they actually have a little staple on it when you get it, because it's got an advertisement on there, whatever. And then I just take a sand block to it after I get this staple out, and I just sand it a little bit. And then you can do little pours or experiment and things without wasting a canvas, because I do know that when I get canvases from Walmart, and I'll show you some of those. I mean, you've seen them in my paintings. They're just the cheaper canvases. I want to say less expensive canvases. They just, even when I prime them, for some reason, it just doesn't spread right, you know, on the canvas. And they're not really meant for nicer paintings. They're just, I think those Walmart canvases are just meant for, you know, experimenting stuff or whatever. I don't know. All right. Again, thanks for joining me today. I'm just kind of talking out loud here. Okay, I bought this last week, a couple weeks ago, and it finally came in the mail. Isn't that cute? It's a lamp, and it looks like it's pouring paint, like a gallon of paint. They're coming out. And let me see if I can get a better view there. There, see, it's kind of like, isn't that cool? Has a little light in it. You could put a light in it, whatever. And I want to paint that. I think it would be cool to have like a different colored paint, maybe gold or something. I don't know. I'm getting some advice on my Facebook page. You guys are all chiming in. Thank you. When somebody said paint a sunset on there and different stuff. So we'll see. I just wanted to show you guys that. I think it's really cool. Another thing I want to tell you, I want to do a pour with this egg carton. I want to put different colors of paint in there. And then just kind of hold the edge and kind of pour it out and see what I can come up with. It looks kind of cool. So, yeah, that'd be like for one of those cheaper canvases, because you're just trying something first. And don't forget, you guys, I told you about this before. I even have them at my art store, my Amazon art store. But these make great gifts. You guys get a box of these. It has all those little canvases in there. And you can have so much fun, just, you know. But remember, I wanted to tell you that these canvases aren't the best. They're kind of cheap, so you should prime them first, even though they're already primed. Because you could tell, because the back is kind of brownish, creamish color, and then the front is white. That means it's been gessoed already, but still, the canvas seems hard to me. It seems, it doesn't have that drum sound in that. When it doesn't have that drum sound, you know it's a cheaper canvas, because you have to be able to pound the back of it. And I run mine right under the water. It doesn't matter. I like to get it all four corners wet on the back side. Another project I want to work on coming up is this. I had gotten one of these birdhouses. I think this is kind of cool, but I don't want it to say gone fishing. I'd rather have it say gone painting or gone crazy for all I care. I don't fish anymore. I used to take my son fishing all the time when he was younger, but I don't have time for it. But we would go up to Lake Wisconsin and we would have a lot of fun. But whoever painted this, it just isn't, you know, Doesn't do a good job, but the construction is pretty cool. I love that burnt wood look or whatever, and I really like that. So we're going to work on that one day, you guys. So I think it'd be fun to paint it. Maybe do a pour over it and make a new sign, whatever. All right, and this last thing I wanted to show you guys was really cool. Is something that I bought for myself because my birthday's coming up, and I was so excited to get this. And I just want to try it. Oh, wait, I forgot. I wanted to tell you one more thing. This over here I got, and it's just because I want to try it. I just want to try it because I want to experiment, and I'll post that experiment. But what I did was I went and bought this iron-on transfer thing. I got it at Joann Fabrics. And it's an iron-on. And look, it's so gold and sparkly. And I have sparkle paints and all that, but I just like to try different stuff and see what it looks like. So I thought about ironing it on this canvas and get it on there somehow. I'll figure it out. I got that in the paint now. But I wanted to get that on there and then maybe do a pour on top of it and see what that looks like. And then see if this gold comes through on some, don't pour. Like this was the background instead of, like the negative space, and then work around it, see how that would turn out. That'd be kind of fun looking. What I would do is maybe the negative space would be like this gold gel stuff, and then I would put my color in a cup and flip it over and then push and pull or pull whatever I want to do to get, to get the right consistency and the right look. Anyway, I just thought I'd try it. It's just an experiment. I mean, who knows? Maybe I won't even be able to iron it on there right, but we'll try it, and I'll post that video just because it's going to be fun. Whether it turns out or not, it's still fun, you guys, because you just got to do stuff like that. Okay, now on to the last thing, like I said, I wanted to tell you about was this. I bought this because my birthday is coming up, and I wanted to tell you, first of all, too, it took 2.5 months to get here, so I'm glad that it came before my birthday, but I didn't know it was going to take 2.5 months. It's an umbrella. I've seen them advertise on TV before, whatever, but this popped up on my Facebook page, and it's so windy around here and stuff, so I thought that I would go ahead and get it and try it, because I'm always out at the lake, or you can use it in the snow or on the beach. Now I'm going to move the camera and do a different shot so you guys can see. But it's one of those that opens up like this. It opens up backwards. Oops, I'm bumping you. It opens up in a backwards way because so you can get out of the car door. I don't know if you guys have seen any of those commercials or not, but it doesn't open this way. It opens that way. All right, so now I'm going to pause the camera so I can step back and show you guys what it looks like. Okay, you guys, I hope you can see this. Let's try it. See this? It came like this. Boy, it came really good package, too. It came really good. All kinds of bubble wrap, and it was in a little long box and everything. And I think this hook here is for, like, hang it on something. I don't know. I'll have to look at that. But anyway, there's a little button here. And it opens like this, backwards. And there's so many different designs, but I really like the black and red. With the flower underneath, and this is the top. And I just thought it was so pretty. I really like that. And I bought it for myself, because I don't usually buy, see how it opens, and isn't that cool? I don't usually buy myself stuff unless it's paint related. So it's just nice that, because all my money goes towards the kids and animals, so other than paint supplies, I don't really buy myself stuff. I don't buy new clothes all the time or go out much, and I don't get out to the mall very often, whatever, so it was nice to buy myself something. It's not Christmas or anything, but it sure was fun. All right, you guys, thank you for watching. Arrivederci.